All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here tonight. I have a very special show for you folks here with a very special guest that I've known for a very, very long time. We're going to get right to it here. I'm going to bring her on in just a second. But just real quick, before we get started here, we just want to make everyone aware that we are aware we are being rebroadcasted by you-know-who. Lauren and I are going to talk about more of this and a lot more throughout the show. So we do not need people coming in here telling us that, oh, you're being simulcasted, blah, blah. We get it. We understand the drill. We've been dealing with this for a while, and we'll share more about that once Lauren comes on. So without further ado, Not So Nerdy Gaming is here. Wow, Will, welcome back, Will. Wow, this is great. Wow. Without further ado, please welcome back to the show, brutally, Lauren. How about a big round of applause for Lauren? Big round of applause. Let's get her to full screen there.
Oh, yay. All right.
Hey, how you doing, Lauren?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. You can tell I'm a little high-strung.
Why? Because they're restreaming you or what?
No, because you're here, damn it.
It has been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a long time, and we have so much to catch up on. I know we're going to be here at least probably an hour and a half or 2 hours, but you know how these shows go when you and I talk. They sometimes go long, so we're going to be here for as long as it takes, I'm assuming. Right, Lauren?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. For sure.
There is a lot to talk about. Yes, absolutely. Before we get to that, let me make sure everything's rolling smoothly, Lauren. Let me check out the back end of YouTube.
That's what I was doing myself.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the assist on that. The back end looks well. The front lines, let's hear. Let's listen here. Hey, how you doing, Lauren? Lauren, it looks good. It looks good. Now, real quick to remind everyone, including yourself, Lauren, there is a 1 minute delay between what we say here and what goes out to the chat. So please forgive us if it takes us a while to get to the chat. Lauren's really good at responding to the chat as well. We'll try to get through as many chat messages as possible, but hey, we have a lot to talk about. So if we miss you, and you have something urgent that you want us to read, please keep posting it every 5 or 10 minutes until we see it, and we will get to it. Right, Lauren? That's the way it works, right?
Yeah. So far.
Yeah.
Everybody's just saying hi, so we're all right.
Yeah, I'm not going to go through the chat.
I was hoping RJ would be here.
Oh, actually, he's probably going to be here. RJ messaged me behind the scenes on Facebook, and I made him aware. He was asking who's going to be on your show tonight, and it's brutally Lauren. It's posted. It's been posted for almost a day now. I put this out yesterday, so I'm hoping he shows up, and I'm sure he will because RJ has a lot of love for you.
Yeah, he went through the ringer the other night, so I was a little worried about him there.
Oh my God, I'm glad you brought me onto that show, Lauren, and we'll talk about that as.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've had Filipino girlfriends, and they were cool, but I understand every culture has their own different way of handling things, but I don't even think this was culturally related. I just think it was YouTube related. We'll get more into that as the show goes on, but it coincides with other groups that you and I have dealt with in a similar way. And it just seems like a lot of YouTubers out here that don't have any real content to put out will create content out of content out of controversy or whatever. Tiffany was in my chat earlier. She was saying
content out of conflict.
That's what it is. Content out of conflict. I butchered that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to need a lot of assisting tonight, Lauren, because I'm a little tired. I've been streaming a lot. I've been taking my lady to her doctor appointments, and it's just been crazy. So content out of conflict. Yeah, that's exactly what these people do. So Lauren, where should we get started? Should we get started how we met? It was probably 4, almost 5 years ago. Let's hear your side of the story.
I thought it was 2018.
Yes, it
Wait a
was
minute, 'cause
2018.
you had your old channel up. I met if memory serves, I met you before your old channel went down. Then you were
Yes.
gone for about maybe 6 months or so, and then you came
Yeah.
back, and then you had that, and then you popped into a chat where I cannot remember who it must have been my channel because you didn't know anybody there. And I
Right.
believe the first person that you met was JT. If memory serves, he was the first one that you met on my side of YouTube.
Yeah, it was
If I'm
JT
right.
and it was Jules. And what
Yep, yep.
happened was I went through my breakup with my ex-girlfriend Dana on my former channel. I shut down that channel a couple of weeks after we split up. And then I actually started producing content on Facebook. I was doing walking streams on Facebook. And the funny thing was, you remember a guy, he's still around, Joe Buddy, who's everybody's buddy, right?
Mhm,
Joe Buddy's
mhm.
everybody's buddy.
Yep.
He was re-uploading all of my walking streams on Facebook onto YouTube, which years later, ended up, filing 7 copyright strikes before YouTube took that channel down. And then after that, I was starting to reconnect with some people that I was working with on my former channel, Charles F. Gray from Canada. I don't know if you remember him. He was around for a little while.
Oh yeah.
He was
Yeah.
a Canadian content creator. And I was going to do some live streams on Twitch and pre-recorded videos on YouTube because I just didn't want to come back to the live streaming abuse. All the abuse happens on these live streams through the chat, right?
Mhm.
And then I said, screw it. I just started live streaming again on YouTube. And then I was introduced to you. I was actually told to not get involved with you and some of those ladies by the Mad Shangy Patrick. You remember him, right?
He was right about most of them, I must say. But
Oh,
yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
agree with that. Well, thank you. But I
Yeah.
said, you know what? I got to get to know people, and I give people
Mhm.
chances, and I don't let other people's opinions, keep me away from at least giving people a chance, right? And
Mhm.
I was connected. We started to get to know each other. I met JT and Jules, through you. And
Mhm.
then we all started doing live streams late at night. I was doing live streams like all night long. And I remember
We
I
all hung
got
out
4,000.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. It was my other
Yeah.
channel. This is Coach Eli too, but my main channel that's now the
Oh, okay.
pre-recorded channel. My main channel, Coach Eli Elias Mellis, which was a different name back then. That was like a Grip on Life or something like that.
Mhm.
It was something before that. Then it became a Grip on Life. Now it's just Coach Eli Elias Mellis. Um, but yeah, we were live streaming on that channel. 6 to 8 hours a day. We had great turnouts. We were talking about interesting topics. And I literally got 4,000 watch hours in less than a month. If you want to get your watch time for monetization, live stream all day, every day. If you have the time and energy to do it, right, Lauren?
Mhm. Right, right.
Yeah.
For sure.
And yeah, and that's how we met. From what I remember, it was through the Mad Shangy, which I honestly don't have any problems with the Mad Shangy, and I don't even know, is he still around?
I don't know. He has a restraining order against me.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Then we better not talk about him. Okay.
Oh, I
Uh,
don't care. I don't care the least bit. I don't care. Because it's a part of the YouTube game. He wanted a restraining order on me because other people were trolling him. I would have no interest whatsoever in that man or his life.
right.
So it was perfectly okay with me at first, but now it's like I have a restraining order against me, So I'm actively gonna get that removed because yeah, I don't want to be I don't want to be linked to him in any way, not even on paper. But
Right.
no, I heard he was caught with something on his computer that he shouldn't have. I don't know if it's true or not. But he is not allowed on the internet to my knowledge. That's what I have been told. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but that's just what I've been told. So when you guys are
Yeah.
restreaming, don't be like, oh my God, Lauren's lying about shit. No, I don't know and I don't care. So there's that.
By the way, before, well, let me say this first. First of all, pretty is as pretty does. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Condescending and disrespectful. Big round of applause for that, I guess, huh, Lauren? I don't know.
Who was being condescending and disrespectful? But thanks for the $2 for Eli. That's awesome.
I think they were talking about the Shangy, but I mean, we've all had our moments, and I don't have any problems with Patrick. But here, let me mention this here tonight. What I'm going to do, because I have a lot of love for Lauren, and we were just pinned and pitted against each other over the years. We're going to share the story and how this all came about, and how, you know, now we're back to working on some things and all that. But what I'm going to do tonight, Lauren, is give you a part of any donations we get, whether they're through PayPal, Cash App, or Super Chats. I can't say the exact amount because there are fees when they come through YouTube, and on iPhone there are additional fees. So I will figure it out, and whatever we do here tonight, I'll make it as close as 50-50 as possible, and then I'll send that over to you via PayPal as soon as I get the money. Okay. So I just want to let people know that you know, I want to pay my respect in that way. And you know, I don't want to make this all about the money. Yes, we're all trying to make money. We're YouTubers, etc. We have expenses, but I honestly feel, you know, you should take care of the people that are supporting you. You should support them even monetarily. So, just wanted to put that out there. So,
sure.
Anyway, go ahead, Lauren.
No, I was just saying, where do we go? Where do we go?
So we were at the point of where.
Did I expect Eli and Lauren to both be in an Epsom salt bath?
Well,
sorry, I had to address him. Aussie's such a nerd.
Yeah. Oh, Rosie Red with the $1.99 super sticker. Interesting. And she says, "Hi, Dawn." Yeah, Dawn is in the chat under the Respectfully, Maturely, and Professionally account. She says, "Hello, all. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show." Thank you for your super chat, Rosie. And I'm going to get you some donations as soon as I figure out why I can't send you a super chat. I tried to send her one earlier, and it wouldn't let me. And my lady tried to send her one the other day, and it wouldn't let her. And there's money there, so we'll figure it out, and we'll return the love as well. But Lauren, yeah, we left off at the point of how you and I met, and you know, I came back to YouTube after leaving for a little while after my previous breakup with my ex Dana, not to be confused with the Dana from the Adventure AZ channel. They can get very confusing when they have the same names, right? Yeah. And then so we started doing some content together, and then I remember there was one noteworthy moment, and it's kind of comical to this day, Lauren. Do you remember that day when I brought you? And I'm not trying to Lauren, let me make it clear. Lauren and I are not trash talking to anyone here tonight. We're just reminiscing the stories and sharing what happened. So we want to make that clear. But it was that stream, I think Susie Q7979 was on there, and some of her girls. And then you were kind of hanging out with them at that point. And I know you may not be able to say a whole lot due to whatever, I don't know, has happened, but we had a stream. And I remember there was a guy named Red Pool Jack. Do you remember him?
Oh yeah, I know Jack.
Yeah. Red Pool Jack would always put the popcorn emoji in the chat, and he would say, "You know what would make you a lot of money, Eli? If you just forget the coaching thing and become like the Jerry Springer of YouTube, and then all you got to do is let a bunch of ladies come on your panel, let them cat fight, and you sit back and eat popcorn, you know, and watch your own stream." So I went and took a break while you ladies were all going at it. I popped some popcorn, came back, and I was eating popcorn live on the air while you ladies were going at it. It was a great show. And you know, that show, unfortunately, is not publicly available anymore. I do have it on one of my external drives, and maybe I'll just send it to you for shits and giggles, Lauren.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it.
Lauren,
who
listen,
are we fighting with?
No, I think we were just talking about certain subjects, and it was just you and Susie and some of her people, and just disagreeing on certain, you know, aspects of relationships and stuff like that. And we were talking about mental illness and all that. And it just, you know how it goes. you know how it
Mm,
goes. Some people just
mm.
question and argue everything. But yeah, I'll go through my hard drives, Lauren, and whatever you want, I can upload it to a private server from my Fiberline and have you download it on your end real quick. So
That would be
uh,
cool. That'd be cool to see.
yeah. Yeah, Lauren and I are not looking to put out any trash or trash talk anyone or hurt anyone, but it's just really, it's fun to see what happened in the past. It's like a look back, right, Lauren?
Oh, my screen flipped. Yeah, yeah. I would be very anxious to see some of those old streams for sure.
Yeah. Is this show a little nerve-wracking for you tonight, Lauren?
No, my screen just started to like blink for a minute, and I didn't know what happened. But no, I have a cat next to me too, so I keep looking over at
Oh.
her.
Oh.
Yeah, she keeps hopping up
Okay.
in my chair next to me. That's why it's moving.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
anyway,
funny to me how we have other creators out here that accuse people of e-begging, yet he e-begs for his cat. So I mean, it's all good. It's all fair and love and war and fun and games, right? Anyway, yeah, you can put two and two together. Anyway,
yeah, I
um,
don't know what his interest is in you. Like I said, I think you're his daddy. I stand by that. I wanted to know. RJ's lady says she's blocked, and you wouldn't know her.
who's
I don't
RJ's
know.
lady?
That's her name on YouTube. That's her name, RJ's lady, and she said she can't chat, but you wouldn't know her, so I don't know. She said it wouldn't let her chat.
Well, here's the thing.
I don't know.
For anyone that is blocked that wants to come here respectfully, please come in on the sock account or a secondary account that's not blocked, and then we will take care of that another time because I want to focus on the show with Lauren, and
Yeah, she just
not
messaged
not
me.
yeah. So just come, let them know behind the scenes that they can come in on their backup accounts and they can chat here, no problem at all. Um, so
But no, Jamie, he's always had this very weird obsession with you. I think that it's strange. I think he should have got over it a long time ago, and now he's trying to bring Krama people into his little obsession over you. And
yeah.
he thinks that making you a lol cow is going to look better on him. When really, if people knew the history of all this, you would know that Jamie is straight up obsessed with Coach Eli, and that is the truth. And I stand by that because it's weird. And then you have these other little people like who the hell is the guy with the accent? The gosh, he's so irrelevant. I forgot his name.
Oh, wisdom. Oh, cookie lie. Oh, he
Yes,
he restrained.
yeah,
You know what? He restrained me today because I'll just say
to
this
impress
without
Jamie because he's. I'm going to be respectful, but he's doing it to impress Jamie. That's what it.
Of
Because like
course.
who Wisdom, that's his name. Like
Yeah.
who is this guy and who cares? Like all
Yeah.
these people want to restream Eli because you want to get on Jamie's good side. Like you're like anybody who does it, you can clearly see, oh, that person wants Jamie's attention, which is weird because Jamie's a really boring guy. I mean, I'm just gonna say that. So hi Jamie. Go ahead.
Yes.
I yield back.
Yes. Actually, it's interesting, and I'm not gonna. There are certain people I will not mention by name, for many reasons. I
Oh,
want to be respectful, and also, I just don't want to pay any notoriety. But, there are people that Jamie works with that arrange these simulcasts with people like. Wisdom. He used to be called Wisdom of
mhm.
the Original Cartel. Now he's changed his channel name to Ultra Ego Wisdom. And, they moved the simulcasts from Wisdom to another guy named Brutally Honest, right? And then now today, I guess Brutally Honest must not have been available. So they actually enlisted Ultra
Who is
Ego
not
Wisdom to,
affiliated with me.
right,
I'm sorry, I just
exactly.
wanted to say that. Not affiliated with me in any way.
Right, right. And Ultra Ego Wisdom got the simulcast of my Walking with Purpose stream earlier today. And, here's the thing, Lauren. It's like, I really don't care that they do it. It doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form. As you can see, Lauren, we've been growing here. Even with the simulcast, we have 35 people here right now, and that's 37 now. That's not too bad. being simulcast. And the people that are actually here are legit people that want to be here, which is the most important thing to us. I mean, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm surprised people aren't tired of the restreaming by now. Like seriously, like it does get old. I mean, we're like we're going on. Was Jamie doing that before I met him? Because it just seems like that's all he does. Whether it's a
Yeah, it's like,
cartoon about you, whether it's a meme about you, whether it's a post about you. I
mhm.
mean, you must feel very lucky that there's somebody who idolizes you so much on YouTube. I mean, let's be real. I mean, he idolizes you. He wants to be Coach Eli. It must feel good. There's a
Yeah,
little bit of
you know,
sarcasm in there.
no, I
Just a
hear
little
you. I
bit.
hear you. You know, no, I get it. No, trust me, I get it, Lauren. I think people that have been around get it too. I think the new people are going to wonder what we're talking about, but they'll pick up on it. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Um, this all stems back to my former channel before you knew me, during the days of Dana, and I'm talking the ex Dana, and uh, what really triggered Jamie was a video that Dana and I did where we called him a spoiled entitled millennial, which he actually is, right? But it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. It was just something that was stated as an opinion. And I think that really upset him and really triggered him to the point of where, he wanted to start to come at me. But in addition, you have to also remember that he had a sponsor. I don't know if he still has the same sponsor or not, but he had or may still have a sponsor that's paying him to create content, whether it was content directly directed towards me or just in general. The bottom line is, he was sponsored to create any type of content that he wants. So I really think that, that's what offended Jamie. And then, some people that I used to be connected with ended up, working with Jamie, and I had to part ways with them. And then they ended up helping him, create, this content and keep it going. And it's like, I was put in a position where like I cannot sit there and associate with people that want to play both sides. I'm here to create legitimate content to help people. I cannot be friends with people directly that are going to assist people in rebroadcasting my content in very hateful and spiteful and vindictive ways. And so I think, all of that combined there has just fueled this. Well, we're just going to keep going at Coach Eli, and, we're just never going to stop. I don't know. But you're right, Lauren. You're right. Like, it's the same 20 or 30 or 40 people that, watch the same, thing. They re-upload past videos of mine. They've tried to come at my girlfriend. They've made memes of myself. They put the rainbow toy in my mouth. It's just the same old stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I guess people just aren't completely tired of it yet. I don't know.
No. I was typing in the chat. People are going to make sock accounts that are blocked to come into chat. So please don't block them, because they're going out of their way to. Some people you don't even know and they can't chat, which is strange, but so we don't derail the show. But anyways, yeah. And it's weird because when I look at these restreams and I see these people that have so much to say about you, but you don't even know these people, like, oh my gosh, that's typical Eli saying blah, 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 blah. And like, Eli doesn't even know you. I don't know if you've ever seen my trigger warning video. You should watch it because there's a clip of you in
Okay.
it and it's hilarious.
Okay.
It's hilarious because what you say is, actually, let me find it real quick.
Karma has no deadline.
Probably, no. It's nothing like that. It's hilarious.
Just
you say something sure, Christina. You're like, sure, Christina, we can be friends, you stupid fucking bitch. It is funniest it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. And I clipped that and I put it in this trigger warning video.
Yeah, you can share the link in the chat if you want, Lauren.
Eli, it's the funniest thing I've ever heard you say. I'm not even kidding. I laugh every time I see it. Do you want me to put it in the chat?
Yeah, put it in the chat. We're not going to play any
Okay.
videos tonight because I just don't
Yeah. No,
mess. I
that's
know.
fine.
I know.
Because there's more than just you in the video, but there it is in the chat. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
hilarious. It's
These
hilarious.
people will file copyright on me for any reason they can find, even if it's your video
Stupid.
using their stuff under
Yeah.
fair use. I know and that's another thing we'll talk about, the copyright game and just the restraining order game and all of that stuff. And there's a lot
Yeah.
to talk about that I've personally, been through. With some of these people out here on YouTube, and you experience the same thing. So it's really nice to hear your perspective, and not just me talking about this.
No,
It's more than just me, folks. Go ahead, Lauren.
No, you're spot on. I mean, you're more repetitive about it. A lot of us just sit back and observe it, and it's so old. Like it's old. It's been old, It was entertaining, but hey, let's all meet up and watch Eli on a restream. Like it just if that's what y'all like to do, I just not my thing. Not my thing anymore. Yeah, I don't know who that account is. I assume that's J-Rom because J-Rom was talking smack about Dana. It's weird. Like these people, they keep saying, I'm not a drama channel. I'm not associated with the drama. I am a drama channel, and I admit that. I do. But you say that stuff about Dana, and you're not a drama channel, but you bring drama here, and you make sock accounts to talk smack about Dana. Like it's weird to me. But you're not a part of any drama, are you?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And all I'm trying to do, Lauren, is help people that want to turn their life around, help people remove hate and drama from their life, help people that are struggling with alcohol and substance abuse. And that's why I'm really glad we reconnected, because you're an expert in that industry. And initially, you and I were going to create content on substance abuse, alcohol abuse, and all that, right? Because I mean, you've had experience and you've helped many people regarding that.
Yeah, I did years ago, but not since I've been like a part of this stuff. I haven't. I'm not even in the healthcare industry anymore, but I have helped a lot of people. I mean, I don't know much more I can say about it, except for I feel sorry for people like Dana who have tried to get better, and people are still trolling her about it. Like I just don't care. Like you coming in here and saying that she, what did they say, I don't care. I just don't. You can make as many troll accounts as you want, and you can say it over and over. It's still not going to make me say, "Oh, Dana, you're bad. You're bad. Stay away from Dana." Yeah, it's just not going to happen. Like trolls fail so miserably; they have no idea what they're doing. They don't even know how to troll anymore. The trolls from back when we started, so much better trolling. These types of trolling. Get out of here.
Yeah, no, you're right, Lauren. You're absolutely right. Tiffany's in the house here. She says, hello, Eli. Hello, Lauren. And Adventure AZ is here. Dana. Yeah, that's the thing, right? And here's the thing, like to each its own. If people want to go to other channels that are drama, hateful channels and attack people that truly want the help, that's on them. All I'm trying to do here is come out and say, look, we can avoid all that. We're talking about it tonight because Lauren's here and we're sharing our experiences over the last 4 years. But at some point, we got to focus on what we all want to create here on this side, the non-drama side. And I'm not saying that even non-drama people never get involved in any drama. Drama's inevitable. It's just we more so minimize our drama. These people eat, sleep, and shit drama. I mean, and piss drama. I mean, that's the thing. And it just becomes too much. Like those people, they can sit there and do panels all day or go from panel to panel to panel to panel and just talk about the same thing and get mad at Eli because Eli wants to listen, all I want to do is help a woman that is going through the same thing my girlfriend's been going through, and my girlfriend's been recovering at a rapid rate, and she's been doing well. And I relate to that. So I see that in Dana. I want to help Dana, the Adventure AZ channel, and I'm being chastised for that. I mean, seriously. Come on, people. What if the people that are coming at Dana were in her shoes? Wouldn't they want our support? Why don't you folks put yourself in our shoes or in her shoes? But you folks never do that, right? And the truth of the matter, Lauren, is this. The people that are coming at Dana, they've got their own issues, right? And I'm not even, criticizing them. I'm just saying, like, people that typically are going to attack someone that is trying to turn their life around and get better, it's because those people attacking her wish they could focus on bettering their life. I'm just saying that in general. That's the truth. I mean, seriously.
And the whole hate bonding thing, because Dana said something about hate bonding in the chat. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that lately. It's very strange to me how you dislike somebody because you dislike them. Like, they did something, you dislike them, but then you immediately like this person because they hate somebody that you hate. It's just very strange. And you've talked so much smack about this person. They're going to say the same about you and I, just going to say that. But they hang out. They start these groups. It is Facebook groups and all this. I don't know how they have the time for that stuff. And I'm guilty of it too. I used to do the same stuff, but you got to grow up. Look at me. What did it say? Oh, I have a troll account in here.
Tiffany says people have lost the plot with creative trolling. Yep. Now it's just cruel. Well, even creative trolling, Tiffany, I mean, I can understand that, but why waste your time as a grown-ass adult by trolling in any fashion? Like, seriously. Like, this is YouTube. YouTube's the new Hollywood. People should be focusing on, doing content based on their purpose that can really show what they're capable of doing to help other people, and then they can monetize it long term. This drama and trolling, first of all, trolling will make you no money. Second of all, if you do drama, it'll make you a decent amount of money short term, but it's not sustainable long term, right? And even though the guy rebroadcasting us right now, has been removed from the platform, and he's been removed, and he was removed from 5 channels for circumventing. And then he came back on 4 or 5 other channels. He was removed. He came back on this one, and it's been up for almost 2 weeks. We all know he knows it's going to eventually be removed. So, I mean, seriously, it's not sustainable long term. And I'll even give him credit for this. He is very capable of doing something much better than what he's doing, making more money, something that he can be remembered for in a positive way, and something that'll be sustainable long term. 4744 in the box. Yeah, we've got 44 plus people here with him rebroadcasting, and he doesn't like that, but that's okay. Yes, Lauren, what are your thoughts?
I think that's right. I don't think that I don't think he's going to do anything memorable because he takes everybody's ideas. Let's start with the Cucky Tunes, for example. That was made by MJ Bodie. Right. And it was funny. He was using your own words and just made cartoons out of it. It was funny. And then Jamie's like, oh, well, let me steal this idea from my friend. What can I do here? Oh, I'm going to script it's the same. He does the same stuff. He takes other people's ideas. He always has. I quietly supported. I supported him. I was, but just some of the stuff that he did was just like, when are you going to do something different? So, yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
He's Lauren. Not going to. He needs you. He needs you. You can say it all day, every day. He needs you. And we all know that. We all know that.
I'm a part. I appreciate it, Lauren. I'm a part of it. I know there are other people that he's made constant content on, but I think what he does is he continues to cater the same content to a group of people that are going to continue paying him no matter what he does. The problem is beyond him. It's the people that are supporting him. I've said this time and time again. Without the people supporting him, it's not feasible for him to do this, right? People aren't paying him to do this, primarily Desperate Housewives. No disrespect, that's what it is. It's Desperate Housewives.
I'm not Desperate Housewives, so it's no disrespect to me.
Well, I understand. I wasn't saying you were, but thanks for clarifying it, Lauren. I appreciate that.
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. So go ahead. It's a Desperate Housewives thing.
Yeah, there are a lot of elderly ladies I've noticed too. It's weird, and then they're really nice to you. Well, me in particular, they're really nice to me. But then when they find out I'm not friends with Jamie, oh, she's bad. I can't believe she said that. Oh my gosh, like really, really because of that dude? Come on now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, Adventure AZ, Dana says they are very interested in you, Eli. They don't have a single original thought. You're a very big deal to them. Apparently so. I mean, I'm not trying to be a big deal to them or anyone. I'm just trying to be me and help people. You know that, Dana, and Lauren knows that. But yeah, I guess so. You know, they've been able, you know, Jamie and his group of people that are, you know, a part of the rebroadcasts, you know, they've gone at many other people, but never more. They've gone at me more often, and they keep coming back to me. And I guess it's because I keep creating content. So I don't know, or maybe they just don't want to see myself and my lady, you know, grow, and they see us turning things around, and they're trying to stop it. That's what I think is happening, in my opinion.
So you don't have one or two, you have like 3 people restreaming you. That's just weird. It's just weird to me. And these people are that's what Tiffany's saying in the chat.
So wait a minute, Tiffany, can you listen? I don't mind, Tiffany. Who is rebroadcasting besides Jamie? There are 3 people rebroadcasting me, and we still have 38 people here. We can talk about this.
See, if you and the thing is I know one person in particular was saying earlier, like I wouldn't want to go to a restream if he unblocked me, and I'm thinking, well, I mean that's fine, but you'd have to show respect at the same time. You know what I mean? I think that's how everybody feels. They just do it because they can't chat here. But why would you want liking in your chat? You know?
No, and here's the thing. If I'm going to be honest with you folks, because I'm really trying to take the high road and be more mature than I was when I first came on this platform 6 years ago, semi-full-time. Yes, I've been on YouTube since it came out. I have other channels, but, you know, 6 years ago was my first attempt to do this semi-full-time and create a real business out here, right? And, you know, I will tell you, well, real quick, pretty is as pretty does with the 199 super chat. Stop talking about stuff you don't even know. Well, if you want to keep super chatting us for, you know, to get a message in, I don't know what you mean by that.
It's awesome.
But, you know, that's great. Thank you. Screeching
We know exactly what we're talking about.
Screeching Banshee with a $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much for that. Okay, that's fine. Because Lauren and I will get paid. That's great. That's all good. It's all for money, of course. It is. It is all for money. I honestly don't have a problem with Jamie. I don't hate Jamie. I don't really even think deep within he wants to be a bad guy. I just think he lacks a lot of faith in his capabilities. I honestly think he's lazy and doesn't want to put in the time and effort to create real content, which would take much longer to build an audience and make the money that he's made doing drama. I think that's what it all boils down to. I mean, that's how I honestly, you know, feel about it. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, I've just learned to accept it, and you know, hey, we're growing past this. The bottom line, Lauren and everyone else, is that, you know, we're starting to grow past this, and if people truly care about what we're doing on the opposite side of what he's doing, we will all grow past him, and then it won't matter anymore, right? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What if we start to get 100 people watching our streams legitimately, right? At that point, is it really going to matter to that side? Lauren, what if you and I grow to 50 or 100K subs? Is it going to matter to them? They may still try to do it, but we're going to have so much more support that, their little group of 20 or 30 people, are going to be squashed by, thousands of people. Does that make sense? Let me know what you think about that.
Absolutely. And I like what Raleigh said in the chat. He said, I would like to see the community unify since we have removed the toxic element from the community. And I agree with that as well.
Wow. Screeching Banshee with another.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lauren, $4.99 super sticker from Screeching Banshee. Go ahead, Lauren. Sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I don't even remember what I was going to say now. I just agree with what Raleigh said. That's all. Oh, I thought he was going to Twitch. What happened to that? Jamie, why aren't you over at Twitch? We don't want you over here.
Well, he was actually
hate you anyway.
You didn't hear, Lauren? He was suspended from Twitch like 4 or 5 days ago for violating their terms of service, their community guidelines. Like, I mean, Jesus, dude, you come out here and you say that, YouTube wrongfully removed you, and then you go to Twitch and get removed for the same thing or worse. I mean, he knows he violates the terms of service. He knows that. But go ahead. What were you? I
was coughing for a minute and I hit the mute button too quick, but I'm shocked. I don't know if I'm shocked. Maybe I'm not shocked. Like, really? He got banned. He got banned or like suspended or what?
Yeah, you didn't. How many of you in the chat heard about Jamie's suspension on Twitch earlier this week? Yeah, he was.
I had no idea. I didn't know.
He was suspended from Twitch for 7 days. Now, here's the thing. What does that do? That puts him on Twitch's radar to the point of, when people flag him, Twitch is going to look at it immediately. And if he violates it again, he'll be shut down permanently. Like, look, I'm not even trying to wish harm upon the guy. All I've ever said, despite what he's done, is that, dude, you're violating the rules. You can sit there and whine and complain, like a little girl all day long and say that, I got wrongfully removed, or if people didn't flag me, I wouldn't get removed. Well, dude, people probably flag me all the time. Why don't I get removed? Because I don't violate the terms of service. Dude, you violate the terms of service. You know that. You're just mad because it caught up to you. That's the bottom line. I mean, you could spin that any way you want. That's just the bottom line. And that type of content that was once okay on YouTube, which it should have never been, is now no longer wanted here. It's no longer accepted. The advertisers don't want it. And when the advertisers don't want it, then YouTube doesn't want it because they won't make money. No one will make money, right? That's what it boils down to. Lauren's all quiet.
No, sorry. I was trying to pull your stream back up and I got rid of premium. So now I'm seeing ads. So I'm trying to get back to the screen.
Oh, hi, baby.
Okay, we got an ad.
Hi. Say hi to Lauren, baby.
Hi, Lauren. Hello.
Lauren says hello. My lady's just passing by in the studio room here. My lady's we're waiting to get her chair delivered in a few days. And she's going to start doing some more streams from the studio soon. So when that happens, Lauren, we'd love to have you come back, or we can come on your end and support you too. Mm. And I know Tiffany wants to do some content with my lady and I. And so there's a lot of great stuff coming. So folks, don't think that we're here tonight trying to stir up drama stuff. Lauren and I are going down memory lane, right, Lauren? We're going down memory lane.
Yeah, we should. So that's how it started with Eli and I becoming friends, and we did streams, and I started to bring my people over, and then you and I are both networkers. I've noticed that. That's all I do. That's why everybody says that I'm everybody's friend. I've changed.
You're a social butterfly, Lauren.
Yeah, and I've brought a lot of people over to this side. And I used to say that Jamie and I built our community, but let's be honest, Jamie didn't really bring anybody over. I mean, let's be honest. I did all the work there on that side, when it was him and I did all that work. He didn't do anything. So
Lauren, hold on 1 second. Louisiana guy with the 1999 super chat. We can create the community everyone deserves. Lauren, hold on. Big round of applause. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, Lauren. I want to acknowledge them because Lauren and I are gonna split. Minus all the fees, Lauren and I are gonna split the donations here tonight. Go ahead, Lauren.
Let's see. I was reading the chat. If it was Twitch's fault for suspending him. They don't know how to do their job. Jamie is an angel, says ODN. Trying to circumvent coming out of the closet. Sorry. There's no place for Jay. He has been. That never was. Sorry. I guess they're all over the place. But thank you, Raleigh. Thank you. Yeah, we're just.
Yes, thank you, Raleigh. We'll unban your main channel, and Raleigh, let's do some real content together, man. If you seriously want to do that, let's let bygones be bygones, and we can be cool, man. And you know what? Every now and then you can give me some shit. How's that? Does that work, Lauren?
Raleigh gives me shit still, and we've been friends.
Oh, of course.
4 years now. He gives me.
Oh
shit
yeah,
still,
4 years. Same time frame we all met. Same group of people. Yeah. Go ahead, Lauren.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, side note. I mean, there's a major player we haven't discussed that was a part of all that, and that's JB, and he has moved on. And I was not fond of him for a long time, but he started to do true crime, and he started a channel. And he goes over the Idaho 4 murders, and his channel has grown, and I'm kind of shocked. He's actually doing real content, and he doesn't comment on any of us anymore, and he just kind of, it's like he's in another world, So,
what's interesting about JB? Oh, he was. You know what's interesting about JB? Lauren, sorry to interrupt you, but
no, go ahead.
So I had not followed JB for a while, and I don't know what it is, but JB's actually a really good content creator. Despite some of the stupid things he did to me in the past, I've forgiven him. We don't have to talk about them. We all know what happened. And for those of you that don't know, it doesn't matter, right? But I was thinking about getting a new microphone that I have now, the Shure SM7B, right? And then I decided after like half a year of not checking in on JB, I checked in on him, and he got this mic, the Shure SM7B. I'm like, holy shit, JB Gunner has a $400 mic. Whoa, one more time, Screeching Banshees with the $19.99 super chat. Well, here we go. Big round of applause. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Raleigh, we'll take care of you, man. Wow. Anyway, thank you, Raleigh. Laura, the only issue with the super chat is it's very freaking distracting when you're in the middle of a thought, and that thing just lights up in your face, Lauren.
Right.
It's what.
Well.
Yeah, exactly. But
you were talking about the microphone and JB. That's what you were talking about.
I went to JB's channel, and he had the Shure SM7B, a $400 mic. I'm like, JB Gunner is stepping up his game. And before I went there, I was thinking about buying the Shure SM7B and upping up my game because I have the Best Buy card. I can get 12 months, interest free. So after that, I was like, shit, I might as well do it. And then I got the mic. But he's doing well. The only thing is, I don't think any of his channels are monetized. I think because he's so controversial beyond what YouTube allows, or at least in their partner program, that I don't think he'll ever be monetized again. But he's doing well, and he has stayed out of the drama, Lauren.
Very much.
He has not.
He said he doesn't want to get monetized. He said he doesn't want to get monetized because he doesn't want YouTube to take his money, but in a JB type of way. So I don't think he's gonna try. It doesn't sound like he's gonna try to. So I don't know.
Yeah,
he makes decent. He makes the stream I watched the other day. He made like $500 in like 2 hours. So good for him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He's an entertaining guy. And he knows, I'll tell you, he knew how to play me initially. He made content out of me for that first year, but I kept feeding into it. So that was my fault. I had to learn my way. But, yeah, good for him. More power to him. And the biggest thing is he's moved on. He's moved on from this supposed Coach Eli drama, whatever you want to call it. But Jamie can't move on. Jamie and a few of the people that he works closely with, they just can't move on. I can go a year without talking about them and they'll still talk about me. Like if I didn't talk about him for a year or anyone on his side for a year and interviewed you tonight, he would have still been rebroadcasting this. And he would say, no, you've been talking about, no, he'll try to he tries to spin things out of context in any way possible that will get him views and donations. That's all it boils down to.
Mm.
Content out of what was that again? Content creating
Conflict.
content out of conflict. That's it. I got to get used to that. Content out of conflict.
Out of conflict. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. You can drill that in my head.
He should take notes from his daddy, who's doing better than him, because he's got two fathers, you and JB, of course. But
yeah.
You know, he's a part of the Krama community. He says he's like this Krama king, which let's be honest with let's just be honest here. Krama king, that's gay. Anyway, I'm sorry, but that's dumb. But anyway, he doesn't know the first thing about true crime or anything that's going on. Just like when he was when he was smitten with Granny's Watching, he was so intrigued by her addiction story because she has one. I've never heard it myself, just side note, but he was so into her addiction story and the true crime and all this. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I was your best friend for years and I talked about exactly that and you were never interested in it. You're just trying. That's what he's such a leech, man. Ugh, he's such a leech. I'm sorry. We're supposed to be going down memory lane, but that's just my point. Like he's fake too. I just can't stand the fakeness. Like I saw him trying to, he was trying to get Molly Golightly's attention one day. And I'm like, ha, she's not going to show you the time of day, brah. Just saying. Just
you know what's interesting is that we've been fluctuating from like low 30s to 50s in the chat to the 50s, right? People here. And it's funny because these people they're going back and forth. They're going there to hear what he says. They're coming here for better audio and video quality, right? And it's like I just cannot believe, people's attention span or how much they're really into this drama aspect of it. Even some of the people that are here for the right reasons are probably going there to hear what this guy says, and he knows that, and that's honestly, folks, that's what makes him, I wouldn't say fully successful, but somewhat successful. That's what keeps him going, right? That's exactly what he wants. He wants to have people go back and forth in the fluctuation, right? So, that's what it is. He does that with a handful of people. It is gross, says Tiffany. I'm not quite sure what she meant by that. Oh, the debates. I like it when he debates RBN. Do you mean RBR, Real Brother Network? I actually used to participate with RBR. If you're talking about Real Brother Network, the African American guy, I like that guy. He's a cool dude. He actually lives in your neck of the woods, Tiffany, in Southern California. Go ahead.
I was just going to say JB's not a Canadian. That was what was weird when all this started. I found out that I every time I saw JB, I was thinking if he was a little bit skinnier, he would be this kid, John Babcock, that I went to school with when I was younger. And lo and behold, it was him. So he's not Canadian. Not at all.
That was the picture that you showed back then. That was really, really odd. Like, I went to school with or grammar school with JB, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was his. It was a high school picture. I think I couldn't find any elementary ones, but I found I think his freshman year, something like that. But
yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. So, Lauren, let me ask you this. We're at 54 minutes. Do you want to take a quick break now and then get into the next part? Because there's a lot more to talk about. There's a lot of stuff that you experienced, stuff that I experienced. We've had people, troll us in real life. They've come at us. I mean, we don't need to get into extreme detail, but we just want to share the experiences we had and how similar they were and how, it kept us from working together when all we wanted to do was create content on mental health initially. And look, we connected because we wanted to talk about mental health and relationships and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it spiraled way the fuck out of control, Lauren. I mean,
yeah, really.
What a hell of a shit show it was the last 4 years when all we wanted to do was talk about mental health and helping people get better. Like, my God.
Yeah.
So is this a good time for a quick break?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, Lauren, I'm going to go ahead and go
right
full screen. I'm going to put you backstage, and we'll be back in about 7 or 8 minutes, Lauren.
Okay.
All right. So Lauren is backstage. Sorry, folks. We're kind of cherry picking through the chat tonight because there's just too much going on. And no, I'm not going to be listening to Jamie on the break. I'm not. I'm going to use the restroom and refill my coffee and get right back to it. So, with that being said, let me just cue up some royalty-free YouTube music here and take that break. Thank you again to everyone who's donated tonight. I'm going to split as equally as possible the donations with Lauren, minus the fees. There are YouTube fees. There are Apple iPhone fees if you donate through Super Chat on your iPhone. So I will get her as close to half as possible. Let me see here. What do I want to play? Okay. And just need one more. Okay. All right, music is all queued up. We're going to step away for an 8 or 9 minute break and continue. We're going to get more into it on the flip side. So stick around. Round. We'll be right welcome back. Yeah, the song is called Silent Partner, or actually, sorry, it's called Lay It Down by Silent Partner from the YouTube audio library, but we gotta get back down to business, so we're just gonna scratch that. Welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm not gonna do the regular intro tonight because I want to get right back to it. There's so much to talk about. Let me bring back Brutally Lauren onto the StreamYard here. Let me do that. Hey, Lauren, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I hear I hear somebody's mad. Oh,
yeah, you know, Lauren, I said I wasn't going to go to the other side, but everybody went to the other side. Well, I did, and I didn't even button up my shirt, Lauren. That's so unprofessional of me.
I can't even see you. Wait a minute. I guess if I look at the YouTube side. Oh, there we go. Okay.
because I'm running my video through OBS and not through StreamYard, and you're on the top, and I'm on the bottom left. You're on the top left.
I actually, when I said that word, I actually corrected myself and said stupid or dumb. Mm-hmm. So I think Eli can handle that if he is flagged, but I did correct myself. So
mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how spiteful and vindictive these people are. You know, it's like, you know, it's not a big deal. But I wanted to share some thoughts here at the beginning of the second part, Lauren, regarding some things that I heard Jamie say while I was on the break.
Okay.
And it's really, really sad to me that he just continues to, you know, twist plots up and down, left and right, and basically accuse people of doing the same things that he's been doing for years to build his channels and, you know, make his money, right?
So, was he crying when he was saying it?
No, he wasn't crying when he was saying it, but he was attacking Tiffany, and he was saying that was Tiffany earlier who donated from a sock account. Whether it was or wasn't, who cares? Why does it matter to you? Why does any of this even matter to you? I mean, it doesn't even really apply to you, right? And he was also saying that, you know, when Eli goes over to, you know, talk with Tiffany and his woman or whatever, you know, they're going to talk for a little while, and then Tiffany's going to get pissed, or he'll get pissed and go back to his channel and cry, and then Tiffany's going to restream him and do this and that. And here's the thing, Jamie, I'm giving Tiffany a chance because I think that, you know, she's got a lot of talent, you know, regarding things she's done outside of YouTube. And I think she just connected with the wrong group. But let's go worst case scenario. And I'm not saying you're going to do this, Tiffany. I'm just saying this for shits and giggles. Let's say that does happen. Okay. All I'm going to do is walk away quietly if that happens. I have learned if there's one thing I've learned, Jamie, that you haven't learned on this platform, is I've learned to walk away with my head up high and maturely. And you haven't done that. You haven't done that because, see, if you do that, Jamie, then you won't get any more traction, or you won't have any content, because your content is attacking people and talking shit about people. That's your content, right? That's all it is.
Which is not really good at either.
Well, true, right? And so, you know, it's like, why does he care so much about who I work with, how I work with them, and what happens, right? Why does that matter? Mm-hmm. You don't want us to care about what you do, but you care about what everyone else does, right? It's almost like the hypocrisy runs so deep with this guy, right? He contradicts himself in every statement, right? That's the truth of the matter. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lauren.
No, you're right. Keep going.
Yeah.
Preach it, brother.
Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm throwing, you know, fishing poles, you know, out there. I'm casting my reel and looking to see what happens. And I have no expectations, but if you don't put yourself out there and try, you're never going to get ahead. And I think it's because he's seen that, hey, we're starting to rebuild some traction here with some good people. Some of those people used to be a part of his group. Some of the people, that were a part of his group were initially a part of our group, Lauren, 4 years ago, until he pulled his, fancy, game and twisted the plot and pinned and pitted us against each other. And now these people see the true colors. They see the light, and now they're back here. And so, like, I don't know. I will tell you one thing. He is one exhausting guy to deal with. He is exhausting as fuck. Louisiana guy with the 1999 super chat. People need support for MJ. I agree. MJ needs real support. And, he's not going to get it from that side. He's not.
All this knowledge out here and you're ignorant. You're right. I'm sorry. I take it back.
Yeah. He's a walking contradiction, says ODN. Absolutely. And I think he knows that. You see, here's the thing. I think Jamie knows exactly what he's doing. I think he does what he does purposefully because he knows it's going to get people talking about him. He knows that it's going to make people call him out. And the more that we keep calling him out and talking about him, the longer he's going to keep doing this. Right? That's what's happening here. That's all that's happening here, right?
Mm-hmm. Wait, sorry, but we're not trying to get Eli flagged. Oh, right, Tiffany, right.
There's nothing to flag here.
No, and when Jamie and I had our falling out, he cried like a little baby, and what really stunk for me was that he actually made people choose a side. People have told me that. Lots of people have told me that, but people actually did choose a side. And it's like, why? So you just hate me because Jamie and I aren't friends anymore? I mean, it's weird what I've learned over the last 5-6 years on YouTube about how adults really act. And to know Jamie's behavior of all the behaviors, he's the most immature one of us all. I mean, seriously, he is. And even and I hear he like engages in servers with kids. I don't know how much of this is true, and I seriously don't care. But just the crying and the way, like, well, if you're going to be friends with her, don't you talk to me. Like, dude, who acts that way? And furthermore, who listens to somebody like that? Seriously, like, I lost a lot. Well, I thought they were good friends. A lot of people because of Jamie's whining and crying and shit. And it's like, I didn't lose nothing.
Right.
So that's where I'm at now, and I have solid people around me. I really do. Whether we all like each other or we don't, I do. I have solid people around me, and I wouldn't trade any of them. They're all great people. So I guess some people are just out here to play, which is fine, but some of us are out here and we do make real friendships out here. And it's just sad that Jamie likes to play with that. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Lycan. So anyway, oh my God. Hold on.
Let me say something here.
Good.
There's nothing to flag here. Why are people in the chat talking about flagging? What is there to flag? There's no terms of service violation here at all. So what is the problem? Like, I'd like to see people let me know in the chat here, what is flaggable? Nothing, right? No one is being attacked. No one's being bullied. We're having a conversation. We're sharing our opinions in respectful ways, right? So we're not sharing any private information. We're not showing any screenshots. We're not doing anything. We're not using any content of anything. So what's there to flag? I really would like people to let me know.
It's strange that you're in the intro and in your pictures everywhere on that channel, but they're going to flag you?
For what? What are they going to flag me for?
Make sense. Just make it make sense. It just doesn't make any sense at all.
Right. If you share your opinions about someone or something in a professional way, what's there to flag? Seriously. Like, see, these people would love to see my channels go down or get flagged because that's what they want to make content out of, right? And here's the thing. I don't wish any harm upon any of them, including Jamie. Like, I don't want Jamie's channels to go down, but at the same time, I mean, stop doing things that are getting you removed, dude. You know, stop doing things that are getting you removed.
I don't think any platform wants him, it sounds like. Twitch, YouTube. Go over to D Live, Jamie. See if you can succeed over there. Go somewhere else. Just a thought.
Nobody's listen. Screeching Banshee, I don't know you, but I appreciate your donation earlier, and I get what you're saying. I don't flag anybody anymore. I don't do that kind of stuff. It's not worth my time, and especially the copyright thing. It's not worth it because all people have to do is file a counter notification. That's it. And then it'll get reversed in 10 business days, which is typically 14 days overall, right? So I'm not going to sit there and play that game. And the copyright system, you know, is a legal system, right? So you don't want to really mess with that unless you are seriously going to consider or seriously actually take someone to court. And if you're not going to take someone to court, which costs a lot of money to do so, then just don't do it, right? Now, you could flag people for community guidelines, terms of service, and stuff like that. Or you could leave it up to YouTube to handle this as they have. A lot of people, including Jamie and some others, were removed from the YouTube Partner Program for reused content. And they use a lot of my content and other people's content. When the majority of your content on your channel is using other people's content, especially using large portions or rebroadcasting people, that's reused content. And when more than half your channel is like that, you will be removed from the YouTube Partner Program because it's duplicate content. And on a monetized channel like mine, it's basically taking money from my channel. And if they're monetized, that's where the issue happens, right?
It's YouTube paying double. It's like YouTube paying, like I actually get it. And I think, Eli, honestly, I'll be honest about this. I think before it was the way that you presented it that made it entertaining for a lot of us that would laugh at you. I mean, just to say it that way, but really you were telling the truth because that's what he does. And he's really taking money from your channel. And if YouTube's paying you and he's restreaming you and then they're paying him, like that's you. Am I making sense? Like,
yeah,
it's like YouTube's paying twice for your content when Jamie's really kind of stealing from them is the way I kind of see it now that I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't know. It doesn't, you're just a slime ball, dude. You need to just make up your own stuff and stop stealing other people's content like you've been told for years. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth.
Like, I want to say, what else is he going to do? He can create some real content. He can talk about male and female relationship dynamics. He can talk about, political topics. There's so many other things he could do in a more respectful way and create his own original content, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he just chooses not to do it. And I don't know if it's because he feels he can't make money doing that or as much money doing that or as easily make money doing that. I don't know what it is. I don't know why he's so stuck on being this personality on YouTube. I don't get it. The dude's going to be 40 years old. Like,
I don't know.
What, in a year or two?
I don't know. The other weird thing, and I was going to bring this up too, is when I have peeked in on a restream or two, it's been a while. I don't know who all does it now. I guess from what Tiff says, and you said that people that don't even matter are restreaming you just because they want to look cool to Jamie, which is super weird to me. But I see people in the chat saying stuff like, "Oh no, I hope Eli doesn't say my name." What is it going to do for you if he mentions your name? I see that a lot, actually. And I ask myself, like, why are these people, you're in a restream of Eli and you don't want him to say your name when Eli really doesn't even know that you exist. It's weird to me. Like it's like it's a shout, it's a cringy shout out to them or something. I don't know. I think that it's very strange that that people are like that. Like who cares? I wouldn't say any of their names. I mean, we've said Jamie's name tonight, but because when they say that, they're really saying, please say my name, Eli, so I'll be more relevant than just a chatter here. Sorry, dropping a truth bomb on your asses, but that's the truth.
Well, we could do that, Lauren. We could do that. We have it. We have the actual truth.
Oh. Yeah, right.
We've got the real truth bomb here. The actual
I mean,
one.
Seriously, I've seen it 1,000 times. Like Eli better not say my name. He's not gonna say your name. Like, be for real here. Like, okay.
Yeah, but here's the truth. Here's the truth of the matter, Lauren. When you're a public figure, you're open to scrutiny. You're open to criticism and commentary. And a lot of people are saying, oh, I'm gonna sue you if you don't stop talking about me. And the funny thing is, the people I've talked about, I'm actually trying to be nice to them, right? So it's like, what's that lady, Tammy, sent me an email saying that if you don't stop talking about me, I'm going to sue you. What are you going to sue me for?
No, she's not.
For being nice. I know that. I know that. But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to be nice to you, Tammy, and say, hey, look, right? I think some of the people you're associating with are more so hurting you than helping you. And I'm not saying that they're bad people, but they have their own issues. They have their own demons that they need to figure out, and maybe you do too. And so, that's all I was trying to say. And these people are coming at Dana, who's trying to recover from alcoholism, and wants to work with us in a respectful way. And that's all I've been saying. And so you send me an email saying you're going to sue me. I mean, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. I used to play that game myself until I learned how YouTube works, until I learned, what it really entails to be a public figure.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm open to this stuff. You've got to be open to criticism, and you got to be open to other people's opinions, and you may not like what they say. Now, there is a line, and if people cross the line, that's a different story. But I don't attack. I don't attack people. I never attacked Tammy. I never said anything negative about her or anything. But she basically is trying to say that you have no right to talk about me on a public platform where I show my face and use my name. Okay.
Ridiculous. That's hilarious. Yes,
it is.
Hilarious.
It really is. It really is. Yeah.
Well, what's that? The court? I mean, what's the paper gonna say? Like, people are so dumb. Yeah, all this court stuff. I get tired of the court stuff too. I've actually been through it, and it's words on YouTube, and people are really getting that upset about it. It's just, if you don't like what you're hearing, then either turn your modem and your router off, or turn your computer off, or simply change the channel, period.
Right.
It's very simple. And yeah, I've never threatened to sue anybody on YouTube, ever. I've never threatened to sue anyone, because I like you said, you checked in on the restream. I didn't. People are messaging me that are watching, that are in the restream, are messaging me and telling me that he's very upset. He's very mad. So, people tell me that stuff.
What is he mad about? Here's the thing. Okay. Let's specifically. You know what, Lauren? You and I are taking the high road, right? Are we not taking the high road? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I do want to make him mad. I mean, I guess I already did my job, so yeah, we can take the high road now.
Okay. Well, Screeching Banshee. Thank you, Screeching Banshee, with the $9.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. How about a big round of applause? Jamie's going to come back and say these people are just donating out of spite. Maybe they are, dude. But can you blame them? You've done the same thing to me and others. Like, why are you getting mad at these people playing the same game on you that you played on them and us all this time? Like, seriously, that's all it is. That's all it is, right? That's all it is. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're totally
Lauren?
right. You're totally right. No, can you hear me?
Right? No, I can hear you now.
Can
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
no, you're totally right. But more people are welcome here now, and so they can donate. That's the other thing. I mean, I don't know who Screeching Banshee is, but like Raleigh's here, and Raleigh's been donating. Raleigh hasn't been able to donate or come to the channel because he was blocked. So that's just the way it works. And I think it's funny. I wonder if Jamie's, I mean, I don't really care, but if he hasn't made any money tonight, that would be even more hilarious. But I don't know.
But here's the thing, Lauren, here's the thing. And no, I respect where you're at this point. I honestly, and I'm not saying this to be rude to you or anyone else. I think that I have gotten to a level regarding all this with Jamie. I've gotten to a level of peace that most of you still haven't reached yet. You guys are getting there, and I respect that. But at this point right now, I'm at the point of where it's like, it doesn't bother me what he does. I don't like what he does. I don't condone what he does, but I'm not mad, and it doesn't bother me. And I want to take the high road. I'm not mad either. Yeah. Well, I want to take the high road and say, look, Jamie, I can come out here and say, despite everything that happened, just like with JB Gunner when he spit on my father's grave, I forgave him and I moved on, and he no longer talks about me. I don't talk about him very rarely in a situation like this, just for example purposes or to share a past story or going down memory lane, right? But all I'm coming out now and saying is that, look, I don't have any personal issues with you, and I really just don't want anything to do with you. And I just really wish you would move on and do your own thing. And if you were to do that, then myself and others would stop talking about you. You're trying to come back and say, well, you're talking about us, so we're talking about you. But dude, you're the one that's always instigated it. You're the one that instigates it. And not only do you instigate it, you have other people in your network continuously instigating things on your behalf as part of your network, right? And if you're the leader of your network, then you're responsible for everything everyone does in your group, right? If that's the way you look at it. See, for me, like, everyone's independent here, right? I don't control anyone here, but in your group, you have people that create content for you on your behalf, that work alongside you as business partners. And so you're responsible for their actions, right? So if you all backed off, did your own thing and went your own way, then you'd never hear from us. That's all we want. That's it. It's plain and simple, right? That's all I'm trying to say, Lauren.
No, like I said, he needs you. So how are you going to get? The question is how are you going to get away from that? It's going to be very difficult because no matter what you do, I know. As far as you, but no matter what you do, he's going to make content from your content. Not even make content from your content. He's just going to use your content. I mean, what can he really say? He doesn't know how to roast anybody. He just plays your own words and then tries to twist them in some way, shape, or form, or he'll catch you saying something that you shouldn't have said. And I mean anybody. And he'll play that. And, but I mean, he's not a roaster. I mean, come on, Jamie? No. God, no.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're always going to be his content as long as he's on YouTube anyway. I don't know what he did on Twitch.
Yeah. And I'm not his only content. He talks about, other creators on here, a lot of the women and stuff. But then he'll fall back to me when necessary. The bottom line is his content is just constantly, stirring up the pot with people, inserting himself in other people's communities, going in there to intentionally create drama, and then talking about it. Like earlier today, he tried to get on I was on Rosie Wren's channel. She wanted to interview me. I was on Rosie Wren's channel. I share it on my community tab, right? And literally, I go on the show, and literally 5 minutes after I'm on there, he's backstage wanting to come on her show. Why? that doesn't involve you. All you want to do is come on there and try to fake trigger me and then use that for content. Like, what were you going to do on that panel? And Rosie shut you down. The thing in the past that was a problem is all these people didn't know what he was doing. So they would let him on their panels, like RJ and all of you. He'd come on and he'd start just, overtaking the whole panel. And then he would ask you a question. And then you'd start to answer his question. And then he'd cut you off mid-sentence. And then, he would keep cutting you off until he triggered you. He knows how to trigger people. He triggers people on purpose to get that reaction, to get you to go crazy. So that way he can make you look insane and then call you a lolcow. That's what he does. That is your content. That's it. That's all it boils down to. Okay? That's it. And I figured it out. A lot of people figured it out, and a lot of people have moved on. They don't want to be a part of that. Now, if he would have done things a different way, we would have loved to work with you, man. We would have loved to work with you if you were a true collaborator, but it's all about what's best for you. You're all about yourself and your pocketbook. You've even said it. You're not out here to collaborate.
And he treats his audience like crap too. Like and his friends. He treats his friends like crap. I mean, he just sucks. I'm sorry.
MJ Bodie is a man that needs. I do too, Lauren. He needs help, and I say this respectfully, MJ. We care about you. We truly care about you. You need help because you're dealing with emotions. I don't know if it's mental illness. I know you've talked about it. Regardless of what it is, you need help, and you've been crying out for help on YouTube, and I respect that. But the people that are trying to help you, that can help you, you're shutting them out and going to the people that are going to make your matters worse. I don't get that, Lauren. I don't understand that.
He's always I don't know when it comes to MJ. I don't know why he holds Jamie in such high regard, because Jamie doesn't feel the same about him, which is sad. Because like I said earlier, like a lot of us do build relationships with a lot of these people, and it's really sad to see the way Jamie treats people. And, a lot of people, even people that are watching right now, ODN being one of them. I used to get messages all the time. Lauren, I can't believe you let Jamie talk to you like that tonight on the panel. Or I can't believe I got those messages all the time from people who are friends with him now. Like, I cannot believe you're letting Jamie talk to you like that. And he is supposed to be my friend. Like, because to me, he can say whatever he wants to. I'm just going to laugh at him. Like, I didn't cower down. Like, oh, you called me a bitch. Oh, God. No. Like, dude, if I was in person with him, I'd smack him around. Like, Jamie's nobody. He's nobody. Trust me. And that's how I felt when he said those things. But he doesn't treat his friends well, or his chatters, supporters, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, and the truth of the matter, Lauren, is this is exactly what he wants, and this is he's playing the game in exactly the way he wants, and he knows exactly what he's doing. And a lot of people call him a narcissist, and maybe to a certain degree he is a narcissist, but at the same time maybe he's a genius according to what he's trying to accomplish. I'm not trying to give him credit for what he's doing, but the way that this guy is capable of twisting plots, manipulating people, including disabled people, mentally challenged people, getting people to do work for him. Like this dude, I mean, wow. You've got, dude, again, I don't condone what you've done, but you're talented at it. You're good at it. And that I'm not trying to pay you a compliment, for doing the wrong thing. But it just shows you have capabilities that you're just directing in the wrong areas, in the wrong aspects. That's all I'm saying. I've always tried to take the high road with him and everyone else, right? He knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. There are people that work with him that know exactly what they're doing. They're sitting back at the end of the show, and then they're laughing and counting their money and going home, and they're clocking out. That's what it is. So they go, this is him working. He's at work. He's got other people that work with him, a few other people that work with him. They clock in. They do their job. At the end of the night, they reconvene. They count their money. They laugh and say, look at all these morons. We're making money. They're not. Good night. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. Folks, you tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm freaking wrong. Wow. Wow. A moment of silence, huh, Lauren? Well, I think
he's a scammer and a grave. Yeah, because sometimes like me or somebody else would be like, "Hey, Jamie, this happened or whatever," and he wouldn't know it. He's no genius. I wouldn't put genius on him at all. I would say he's just
Lauren,
getting good at scamming. Maybe.
Lauren, let me say something. He's come at me more than anyone. Fair statement, right? He's come at me more than anyone. He's rebroadcasted me and taken from me more than anyone, right? Fair statement, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So technically, I should be more upset and unhappy than anyone else. But you know what? I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it from a more positive standpoint. I am looking at it from the mature standpoint and still trying to have faith, even in him, that he can turn his life around and better his life. I can come out here in front of you and all of these people and say, look, everyone has, everyone should be given a chance to reform. Everyone can turn their lives around if they choose to, right? And that's all I'm saying. And if people want to knock me for that, that's fine. I'm not condoning what he's done. Like he was talking about the Brian Laundrie thing where I made my opinion about where I don't condone what happened to Gabby Petito, but I understand why it happened. I don't condone it. He keeps bringing that up. That's fine. You can bring it up all you want. This is a similar thing.
We can bring up what Jamie talks about then. We can just bring up the stuff that he has said in the past then.
Right. No, I understand that. He knows what he's talked about. And his stuff has been way more vile. And my opinion of that, story wasn't even vile. It was just my opinion, right? But again, he can't stop talking about that. Like he continues to bring it up because what he's trying to do is devalue what I'm trying to create. He's trying to devalue who I am. Because he thinks if people see that, then people will be like, well, I'm not going to support a guy who says that. Dude, I don't condone the murder of Gabby Petito. I don't condone what Brian Laundrie did. But I understand why he did what he did. She pushed him, and sometimes guys flip out. And she should have realized that, hey, you know what? If you push someone like that, they might do something you're going to regret. That's all. That doesn't mean I wanted him to do that to her. No. But they spin it so far out of context. And they've got so many mentally challenged and unstable people over there that agree and amp it up. And that's all that happens over there. That's all that happens. That's it. Whoosh, let me ask you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, Lauren. Go ahead. I was going to address Whoosh Whoosh. Go ahead.
Me too. Why don't you read it? Because I don't want to be rude. You're the lady and you're my guest. Go ahead.
Well, it's to you, Coach. Do you think your channel would be much larger if it wasn't for the J guy?
I want you to answer that, Lauren, first. I'll give you the floor. It's all yours.
Yeah, I think so for different reasons. Man, because I know what Whoosh Whoosh, you've been around a long time too. If that's really Whoosh Whoosh, and he knows
it is. It really is him. He's been around for a while here.
Okay,
too,
okay. So
Whoosh
Whoosh is OG around these parts, ladies and gentlemen. So let's give some respect to the OG in the house. That's a really hard question to answer because I would say yes, but it depends on which route you took next. Because we never know. I mean, we've all been here there's a lot of new people here. Let's be honest. There's a lot of new people here too. But I would like to say yes, period. Yes. Be bigger if he wasn't involved. Absolutely. End of story.
Yeah.
It's just hard with the history. It's just hard because there's history. That's it. And that goes for any of us, not just you.
Yeah, look who's here, the trolling, Jenny's books and blogs. Jenny's lack of common sense. Me want watch times. Me want watch times is back. I remember that sock account, Lauren. That's great. That's
we love that sock account. Yeah.
Oh man, Lauren, I can have some fun, Lauren. We can have fun at times. It's not, it's all good. But my opinion of that, Lauren, And I want to be humble and I want to be honest. I don't want to come out here and
Mhm.
say, yeah, I would have been way further ahead, 50K, 100K subs. No, I don't think I would be at that level. I do think I probably would have probably twice the amount of support, at least on the live streams, maybe 100 people, on the live streams. And, I would have probably had, 10 or 15K subs. I don't think I would be further than that. Not because I'm not capable. It just takes time to grow a channel based on what I do, because so many people do it, and you just got to build up slowly but surely. So, I want to be fully honest and say that, yeah, I think I would have been a little further ahead, but it wouldn't have been massively ahead. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what you were kind of trying to say, but I appreciate your respect, Lauren.
Mhm.
But I'm at the point right now where even people that are back here that I trust and I, want to, reconnect with, and we've reconnected, you can be honest and I can take it. Like, it's not like the days where, people would come on here and say something I didn't want to hear and I'd remove them from StreamYard, or back then it was Hangouts on Air, or, ban them. It's like, let people talk. Let people
Mhm.
talk. And if you have a difference of opinion, then respectfully disagree. That's all. And then
Mhm.
continue moving forward, right?
Yeah. No, for sure. Now Whoosh
Yeah.
Whoosh disappeared.
No,
Whoosh
he's
Whoosh has
here.
now disappeared.
He's here. He's absolutely here. So, the bottom line is there are a lot of things, Lauren, that happened over the last 4 years. Um, you know, uh, they deny it, and quite frankly, I don't care if they deny it. I'm not looking for them to admit it. I'm not looking to take any action. Back in those days, I would always threaten, I'm going to sue you, and I'm going to blah 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 do this, and I'm going to get an RO on you, restraining order. And it's like I'm past that. Like had I known back then what I know now, I would have never said anything like this. It's just, they're
Mhm.
just words. It's stupid. And all people are going to do is make content off of it and laugh at you because it's irrelevant. It's look, we're on YouTube and we're all sharing our opinions. And if you don't like someone's opinion, all you have to do is change the channel, right? How many times have you heard that, Lauren?
Mhm.
People, all they have to do
Never.
is change the
Yeah.
channel, right?
People don't say it, but they should. Like I said earlier, like if how do you know what we're saying about you? Because you're watching. If you don't like it, pretty logical, it's pretty logical, but you know, um it's content, you know. I did want to address though. So Tiffany disrespects. Listen to me. Respectfully disagrees with you on the Gabby Petito. No woman will ever push a man to kill her. Not ever. I don't agree with that, and I'll tell you why. When I was in junior high, I had a best friend. Her name was Wendy. She was 13 at the time. Her father, this is not really domestic, but kind of just to the point. She was in her living room one night chewing her bubble gum. Her dad told her to stop. She did not stop. She started chewing it louder because Wendy was kind of like me, cheeky, So she started chewing it louder. Her dad pulled out a shotgun and blew my best friend's head off at
Oh
13
my
years
God.
old because she was chewing her gum too loud. Yeah, it was in the newspapers and everything. You can look it up. But anyway, the point is it's not necessarily the woman's fault, but in the man's mind, they're thinking, this woman, like his daughter chewing her gum too loud made him, and then he shot himself. They're both dead.
So it
But
was
the
a murder
point is that
suicide.
yes, it was. It ended up
Yeah.
because what was he going to say? However, she did have a little sister that did survive and that witnessed the whole thing, and I think to this day she's not right. Which can you blame her?
I can't
But the
blame
point
her. No
is,
way.
yeah, the point is that it shouldn't be an excuse, but it is. Women can drive men to do crazy things. I don't think that Gabby meant to by any means. Not at all. Not at all. But just knowing something so close to home happening to me personally, that's it can happen. Just
Yeah.
on the Gabby note.
Yeah, Lauren, they were both young, and I believe she was a little younger than Brian. And she was inexperienced and didn't realize that, if you push a man that is not emotionally stable, I don't think Brian Laundrie was the most emotionally stable guy to begin with, from what I heard and what I saw. Right.
Right. And most men that do that are mentally ill. That's the other part.
Correct.
But yeah,
he was probably mentally ill, right? Which is going to make him, emotionally react and overreact, and then he loses his shit, right? And if you push a guy like that, even if you're trying to, tell him politely, number one, what the movie depicted, they were out in the woods when she broke up with him. Why the hell would any woman break up with a guy in the middle of the woods when they're touring the country to try to grow her social media influence? I mean, just look at this whole thing, right? That's all I was saying, stating an opinion. Like I feel I'm saddened. I'm actually saddened for both sides. I'm saddened for Gabby's side and Brian's side. This was a horrible, horrible thing that happened. But we can all learn a lesson from this, and we can teach people, if you're in a relationship, this is what to look for. These are red flags. Ladies, if you're around a guy that's emotionally unstable or mentally ill and he snaps, with the smallest thing, and he's not emotionally strong and secure, you could be at risk. And same thing on the flip side, if a guy's dating a woman like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're the mental health expert, Lauren. That's why you're here. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I think in Gabby's case, I don't think she realized how bad he was going to snap. She must not have seen it before. I mean, we saw it like when she was pulled over by the police. I think it was getting to a boiling point. You never think that the person that you love is going to hurt you. Right. That's what it comes down to. But you don't know that this person is like roasting in their head and they're just like, oh, I'd love to kill her. I'd love to. You never think that, but you don't know,
Right.
I don't know. It's a very touchy subject for sure.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. You know what I'm thinking, Lauren? And I'm thinking that I know we've gotten a lot of this out, and I don't want to drag it on. Why don't we go another 15, 20 minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. We can always do like a second part of a show, and then we'll talk behind the scenes on where we. I don't know. Are you open to creating some more content and doing some stuff on your channel and getting RJ involved and Tiffany and ODN? Like we've got a good group of people, and even Raleigh. Here's the thing, dude. Listen, I'll come out here and
Raleigh's my ride or die. Raleigh rolls with me.
Lauren, I really want to show Lauren, we're in our 40s and we're grown ass adults, right? It's about time we behave like a grown ass adult, right? So let me make you happy, and just like I try to make my lady happy, right? And say, look, I can let bygones be bygones and take the mature approach, and I can come out and say, listen, Raleigh, if I've said anything that offended you over the years, I'm sorry about that. And I'm not just saying this to try to win you over. I mean, thank you for your donations tonight. Lauren will get half of that minus the 30%, because there's 30% fees plus iPhone fees. I'll figure it out, Lauren, and we'll split it, and I'll get it to you as soon as possible. But I can come out and apologize. We did some stupid things in the past. And yeah, I appreciate the compliment. I was really good at getting people shut down. And yeah, Raleigh, there was one stream where Raleigh was rebroadcasting me, and it was funny. I gotta say this because I'm not gonna mention this woman's name. I was friends with her back then. She now works closely with Jamie, and you know who you are, ma'am. This is actually a positive thing because we were friends at this point, and we were communicating. And I was telling her that, I filed a copyright strike on Raleigh, and I ran out of content, so I had to drag on content for an hour for YouTube to take the live stream down for copyright while it was live. So this woman, we're communicating behind the scenes, and she was the only one that knew I had filed a copyright strike on him. And I'm sitting there acting all stupid, doing filler content, pretending to be triggered. I got pretend triggered. I had to play it. Raleigh, I got to tell you the truth after all these years, bro. And then all of a sudden, the stream went down, and I was like, all right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Have a good one. Take care. And right when he went down for copyright, I had my phone there. I was off the air. So, Raleigh, Lauren, listen. I'm not as square as people think I am. I'm not as square as people think I am. I can be a lot of fun, but at the same time, I do take certain things very seriously. I take suicide very seriously. I take mental illness and health very seriously, especially emotional and mental health and all that. But at the end of the day, we can also have some fun because that's what keeps people healthy the most. It's just having a good time and getting along with good people. So yeah, Lauren, I had to share that.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Screeching Banshee says, Siren is one of the biggest creeps ever. Oh, is that Siren Jag, Jamie's sidekick on every stream? And I don't know why. Listen, no hate, Siren or anyone else, but it's like, Siren, you don't even know who I am. I've never talked about you. I've never been on a panel with you. Maybe one time, I think I may have come on one of Jamie's streams for a few minutes last year or the year before, right? But this Siren guy, because of what Jamie has told him about me and because of Jamie showing him all these mashed up videos, he sits there and talks smack about me on Jamie's panel. And like, dude, I ain't mad at you. Got nothing but love for you. It's like, I don't get it. Like, are you just playing the skit? Are you like a supporting cast director or supporting cast member? Lauren's laughing because I'm making sense out of this, right? It's like I know Siren.
I know Siren, and Siren was a friend of mine, but I assume because of Jamie, he's probably not anymore. So.
Oh, you know him?
It makes sense.
He seems.
Oh yeah.
He seems.
I've known a lot of these people longer than Jamie has, and they all chose Jamie, which is so weird because, like, Amber and I were friends for like years, and now she's like close to Jamie or whatever. I don't know their status or whatever, but I never did a thing to the girl, and we're just not friends anymore. It's just weird. Like, oh, okay, I didn't know.
You know what's funny, Lauren?
Whatever.
You want to know what's funny? Jamie could be Mr. Rico Suave behind the scenes, and we would never know it. Maybe he's Rico Suave. I don't know. Maybe you're the man, James. Maybe you just know how to talk to women, and they're just falling at your feet, man, basking in your glory,
Jamie,
brother.
We've heard. No, he's not. Who made that song, that music video of him? Oh God, it was so cringy. Ugh. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but
what's that, Lauren?
Where he was like sexting or sex talking with somebody. I don't know who it was, but it was gross.
Yeah, but Lauren,
a couple years ago.
Here's the thing,
Nasty.
Lauren. People do crazy shit on the internet, right? And they do crazy stuff for clicks, right? Like
this wasn't supposed to get out. This was not supposed to get out. This was very private.
Okay,
yeah.
So somebody was recording this as it was happening, and then when Jamie flipped, then I would never do that to anyone. That's just, I mean, seriously, that's just not a cool thing, right? It's not a cool thing to do.
I do agree with that.
Yeah. Tiffany says, let me see here. Screeching Banshees. I take women being bullied, threatened, or being murdered seriously. I do too. And Tiffany says, but they all know who you are. Creepy, huh? I don't know who she was saying that to. Let me see. Bald Tires in the Rain, Lauren, ODN, and Jones with Eli. I have to catch that one. Oh, okay.
Wait,
Tiffany
what happened?
says, then
what
you
is
had.
It?
No, somebody's just saying that they're surprised. They're surprised. Yeah. Well, yeah, it'd be a great collab. We'll do it. We'll do it soon. Tiffany says, then you have people like Jamie who claim I'm antagonizing them and I deserve to be clapped back harder. I'm sure most would disagree. Oh, I completely disagree. Not because I'm trying to take your side, Tiffany, because you're right. Here's the thing. He's the biggest antagonizer on YouTube. He's mastered intentionally and purposefully antagonizing people. Look, maybe it's not who you really are in real life, James. This is your role on YouTube. You are the best pretend antagonizer on the planet. Now, I do honestly feel there are times outside of your pretend that you truly hate people. I truly believe that you at least have some hatred for me for some reason. But I think most of what you do is for clicks and money, and you yourself have said it. That's what it is. That's what it boils down to. That's all it boils down to. Screeching Banshee, Lauren says, Amber isn't that sweet person people think she is. She is a snake. Any woman or man can be a snake at any time. I just honestly think that somehow, I mean, look, again, James, I'm not trying to even be critical. I'm just saying there's something that he has on some of these women. If he's getting their attention and keeping their attention, there's something we don't know about him, and that's fine. Maybe he's different off of YouTube. I hope he is. I want to believe he is. Go ahead, Lauren. Sorry, I'm talking too much.
No, go ahead. I had to eat something really quick, so I was just muting while you talked. Let me take a drink and then I'll come back. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries. No, I mean, Lauren and I have experienced a lot through this group and out here on YouTube. And it was a 4-year detour to lead us to where we're at today. I mean, I can't paint the picture any better, right? And I honestly feel the reason why we can, connect in this way today, along with many other people that have been reconnecting here with my lady and I on our channel here, is because of the action YouTube took on Jamie's channel. Yes, he's continuing to do what he's doing, but it's going to continue, he's going to have to continue walking on eggshells to do it, and that's fine, right? I think that's a big part of why we're able to now at least, be able to start working together, because, when Jamie had all those channels, I mean, one would get a copyright strike, he would go stream on another. And, he had a lot of channels with a lot of videos. He had a lot of people could find him easily on YouTube. Like he had so many videos out there, right?
Yeah.
NJ, Eli, I don't hate you. Look, I'm not saying you do hate me, Tiffany. Why? No disrespect. I'm just being nice. Why would you say that? Why would you feel the need to say that, Tiffany?
Because she says she disagreed with you on the Brian Laundrie stuff, respectfully.
And I appreciate. So, okay, Lauren, let me respond real quick, then we'll turn it back to you. Yeah, I appreciate that, Tiff. Listen, I can respectfully disagree on something. I get where you're coming from. I also believe you've been a victim of domestic abuse and violence, right? My lady has as well. And I feel for you. Tiffany, honestly, wholeheartedly, I feel for you or any other woman or even any other man in some cases that's been beaten up by a woman, because there are some women that beat men up. It's rare, but it happens. I don't condone domestic violence for men or women, right? Or from men or women, right? But yeah, no, I get where you're coming from, and I understand the position and perspective you're coming from. All I was saying, and this is just my opinion, is that I'm looking at it from a psychological standpoint of what triggers people to do something like that, right? And if people are more proactive in these situations, they can remove themselves much sooner than leading up to the point of the inevitable happening or, what happened. That's all I'm saying. But I do respect what you're saying. And I appreciate that we can respectfully disagree. That's great. That's all. That's all. We move on. We're still friends. We can still work together. You're still a mod. I mean, that's the right way to handle things, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Lauren. What are your thoughts?
No, we shouldn't all be able to, we shouldn't all agree on a lot of things. It's what makes a conversation worth having. I don't like your opinion, but that doesn't mean I don't like you. Yeah. I don't expect for us to all share the same opinions on everything ever.
Right. And here's the thing. I've said it before. I'll say it again. if we all agreed on everything, there'd be nothing to talk about. There would be no YouTube. There would be no show
Right.
here. It would be boring. Like we would all be bored twiddling our thumbs, right?
Wait, Tiffany, your father had violence towards him, or your father was the violent one? Is that what she's saying? I grew up in a household with violence towards my father. Does that mean there was violence towards him? Or do you understand that, Eli? Or
She
does
might
she
have been
mean
abused by her. I think she's trying to say she was abused by her father. And there is a 1 minute delay, so it's going to take a second or take a
Oh,
minute for her
okay.
to hear what we're saying here.
Sorry, Tiff.
No.
They both had
Married with children. Exactly, Eli, says Tiffany. Okay. The millennial has done nothing to earn any praise. Well, here's the thing. I'm not trying to praise the guy. All I'm trying to do is look at it from a positive standpoint and say that, hey, he is very capable of doing something better with himself and his life. He is capable. He's just choosing to do this instead. That's it. All right. I'm not going to sit here. Look, please don't come in here and attack people. Even I'm not looking to attack Jamie, and I'm not looking to talk about his family or anything like that. We're sharing opinions about what happens out here on YouTube, what we've experienced. You do not need to say something childish. So sorry, that person's been removed. My mother was very violent towards my dad. Okay, so she grew up in an abusive household, and she saw that through her parents. So that's what she learned. Her parents taught her that. You can't blame Tiffany for that. So Tiffany, listen, I respect you a lot more. I'm not saying I didn't respect you before this show. You know, you coming back around and being nice to my lady and I, you earned some of my respect back. You earned almost all of my respect back with what you just said, because now I understand what you've been through and where your anger stems from. And a lot of the ways you reacted at times, that's where that came from. And my lady's been through similar things. You know, there's a lot of stuff that my lady's experienced growing up, and you can relate. And so I understand. And, you know, how do I say this the right way? I'm very proud that you've been able to work through it. Sure, you probably had your moments, like we all have our moments, but I'm proud that you've just been able to work through it and move forward and live life as best as possible. Mm-hmm. Any thoughts, Lauren? Because I want to read this other comment here too once you respond. But go ahead, Lauren.
No, that's a lot of deep stuff, and I get where she's coming from. So I mean, women and men both can be abusive. They both have mental issues. I think it works both ways. It's a hard thing to talk about, for sure.
Okay, and I'm not going to put you on the spot. I respect your I respect how you want to handle it, Lauren. Thank you for that. Just another troll here.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lauren.
No, I was just going to say I feel you can tell a lot about a person by their upbringing. Yes, I know Eli has said that 1,000 times to us over the years, ladies and gentlemen. But it does say a lot, and I feel for Tiffany. My heart goes out to her that she had to deal with
Absolutely.
that. Absolutely. Because I didn't come from an abusive. My parents weren't abusive, so I wouldn't know. I understand, I guess, but I wouldn't know. So.
Yeah, my lady's been through similar things that Tiffany's been through, and that's why, Tiffany, when we talk, you will see, and that's why, Jamie, you know, when my lady and Tiffany talk and they can relate. You see, Jamie, here's the thing: when women can relate to things that they've been through, they bond, and it's hard to break that bond once they relate at that level. So yeah, and if Tiffany kicks me out afterwards and keeps my lady, I'm cool with that too. I'm just kidding, Tiffany. But even if that happened, I'd still be cool with you two being friends, okay? And I wouldn't talk smack about you. I wouldn't go to my channel like Jamie says and go live and talk trash, and then Tiffany rebroadcasts me and then takes my woman over there and they talk trash about me together. That's what they would love. They would love to see that, but that won't happen.
That would be a good show.
Yeah, that'd be a great shit show, Lauren.
No shit,
Lauren,
yeah.
I respect this comment because they're being honest. Just another troll. Well, thank you for being honest about who you are. Just another troll. Honestly, I kind of feel bad for the dude. He got terminated. Can't take the hint that YT doesn't want him here and is so obsessed with Tiff and GW. True. Very true. They're both beautiful women. Just like my woman's hot. Tiffany and GW are good looking women too. Right? You know?
Yeah.
I'll keep my mouth shut. I'm happy with my woman. Trust me, I'm very happy with my woman. But these are beautiful women, you know, and so he has
and
nothing else to talk about.
Isn't it weird? It's weird. He doesn't keep pretty women around him. I mean, there's a couple, but
yeah. I mean, I think part of
not saying all the people around him are ugly. Don't even think that, but just scratch. I even said that because people are going to say that I said that wrong and I didn't mean it like that. So, but go ahead and smash it up. Why don't you?
Yeah. Tiffany says,
in his love life. I meant in his love life, not all the women around him. Just so we're clear.
Yeah, Tiffany says, thank you, Carl. I've forgiven my mom. I don't let it affect me today, but it was confusing as a kid. Well, I'm glad you worked through it, Tiffany. And then furthermore, Tiffany says, but I was just saying to the fact, Eli, that yes, abuse can come from women to men as well. Absolutely. Carl says, we all have a past, but it certainly won't define us. Life can be tough, right? And then Tiffany says, we all have our own life's traumas. They are what we allow them to be. Screeching Banshee, I think my childhood, as horrendous as it was, made me a better mother, friend, and human. I embrace my abusive past. I use it to help others, and why I'm so close to my kids.
Praise God for Ninja. That's totally, your past does define you, whether people want to admit that or not, because Carl says that it's not going to define us. I had a traumatic past too. My parents were not abusive, but I'll leave it at that. But it does define you. It absolutely does. So go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lauren. No, I'm just looking through this. You know, ODN says, Eli, Lauren specializes in drug and alcohol life coaching. LOL. You know, I knew that, ODN, but thank you for being here, brother. Come on, dude. I've known her as long as you have, right? It's all good. We're having fun. Let's see here.
I do want to say, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you.
Well, I was gonna say, people listen to. I'm not gonna say Lycan again, but we'll just say people listen to Lycan so much that a lot of people painted ODN as this really bad person, and
yeah.
I guess in the beginning, because I know when I first met ODN, I hated him. Oh my God, I hated him so bad. But I'm telling you what, dude, he's one of my closest friends, even in real life. Like, he really is. Like, I love Cole. I love Cole. And that's why when he died, I was so sad. Sorry, guys. I was really sad. I was sad for a week when I thought I lost my best friend. And I have a few people that are close to me on YouTube, but it's really sad that people will take the words of one creator against another, and they won't find out for themselves. And like Tiffany, for example, Tiffany hated ODN. She hated ODN, and ODN hated Tiffany. And it's just weird because they didn't know each other. It was all coming from a source, you know, instead of them trying to get to know each other. They just listen to the source, and it's like, Arr. That's all.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Just another troll says he definitely self-sabotages. I do it too. He's so talented and could do good content if he could just separate himself from Krama and these women. Well, even before the Krama community, just another troll, he was still creating this type of content. The true crime community was just a new community he started leveraging when he lost everyone else that he initially met through myself and JB Gunner. He leveraged JB Gunner and myself first. When all those people figured him out and left, he went and did the same thing with the true crime community. That's what he does. He networks and infiltrates communities on YouTube, and then tries to leverage it, for what he does for as long as it lasts. And then he goes off to the next. The problem now is he's been banned from the platform. So, it's hard for him to do it. Now, he's been on the channel he's on right now for, I guess, almost 2 weeks, but we all know it's only a matter of time before that goes. Additionally, once that goes, he's got his Revenge of the Legion 2 TOO channel, which he's put to You've Hidden That, Brother. And once this one goes, he'll move everyone there. He's already had people subscribe there too. And he hid it because if this one goes down, he doesn't want the other one to go down. But what you don't realize, dude, and it's not me, I'm just telling you, other people have already probably flagged both those channels. And even if you have it on hidden, bro, they can still take it down. So I'm just saying, and maybe if he changed his content and started doing some real content, maybe people would stop trying to report him. Maybe they would let him come back. You ever think about that? Anyway.
Doubtful. Yeah. He's never going to change. He's going to keep doing the same stuff.
Right. Lauren, the Anonymous Network, listen to this, and I want to get your opinion on this, Lauren. Narcissistic abuse is becoming very common nowadays, an issue that needs to be talked about. We like your work, Coach Eli. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm just trying to help people become better people, personally and professionally. That's all I've ever tried to do. Same thing with you, Lauren. I honestly, firmly believe you never really wanted to get involved, even though you say, "Yo, I'm a drama channel." You're just saying that, Lauren, because you're trying to own up and be honest. But I honestly think you're much better than that.
Sure. I believe that, but I mean, this is the community that we're a part of right now. I wish I could take a page from JB and just like, JB's doing what I was supposed to be doing and he's succeeding at it. It's like, oh, and ODN lives in the same area. And it's like, oh my God, we could be collabing on true crime stuff. And it's like, we keep, and I live by Delphi. Like we just keep missing these opportunities because we're so wrapped up in the drama part of YouTube that we just keep missing it, So
yeah, Out of the Shadows with Ginger, welcome to the show. I get what you're saying, Lauren. Beautiful women don't last long in a romantic capacity with him.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say before all the ladies are like, she's saying we're ugly. No, that's not what I'm saying. Not at all. So
ODN says, my childhood was magical.
I hope he's telling the truth because he does have great parents. His parents are wonderful people.
Yeah. No, let's go over a couple more comments, Lauren, and then I'm going to have you share your final thoughts, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Sure.
So, Tiffany says, when he doesn't do this content, they don't show up. Yeah, like the Punksthetic channel, which was his longest standing channel. He had that before the Purple Pill channel, which became Lycan Theory, then Lycan Legion, right? And, people, he had maybe 20, 21, 23 people watching his art stuff. When he doesn't do drama, he doesn't get the audience. Now, he can come back and say, well, Eli, you're doing drama. And when you don't do drama, you don't get the audience. You're only getting what you're getting now because of drama. No, I'm actually not even trying to feed into drama. I'm here to talk about the behavioral aspects of people like you on YouTube. It's fascinating to me. It is. And that's all I've ever done. That's all I've ever done, Lauren. Honestly, I've never, even if it appeared like I was attacking people in the past, all I was trying to do was defend myself. And I don't even do that anymore. I just let things go. Right. But I'm not about creating drama. I'm just fascinated by the shitty behavior of many people out here on YouTube. I am. It's just fascinating to me. It is. Isn't it fascinating to you, Lauren? I mean, you've seen a lot of crazy stuff that you've never seen anywhere else. right?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you're friends with somebody one day and then the next day they're not friends with you because they're going with somebody that doesn't like you. It's like, what? Like who's heard of such a thing? Like if we were face to face, I don't think people would be like that. It's just strange to me how people are on YouTube. It's strange, but whatever.
It is. And here's a great way to end the show. We'll still give you your final thoughts, but just another troll. That's a great name. Again, he has made a community of his own. He has a following that supports him. So why is it always the Tiff GW ripping apart? He doesn't need them and we don't need him. Just move on. Right. Right. So
the community was made for him. Let's just say that. Yes. Half of those people over there, I took over there. Yeah, sorry, Jamie, but that's just the way it worked. But they chose him because he threw a little fit like a little boy.
Sorry. Right. Sorry. Oh, and
sorry,
Lauren, no, mature. Nothing to be. No, it's okay. It's okay, Lauren. You've been fantastic tonight. If you think Lauren's been fantastic, put a 1 in the chat. Okay. It'll take a minute for those ones to come through because of the delay, Lauren. Sorry about that. But one more here. Tiffany says, and this, I think Tiffany hits the home run here, okay, or the grand slam. Screeching, speaking to Screeching Banshee. Oh, first of all, Screeching Banshee says, anyone notices all the money grabs going on over there? And Tiffany says, Screeching, they're bleeding them out financially. I've never seen anything like it. I want to know what all these folks do for a living to be handing out this money all the time. I agree. Where are they getting it from? Maybe some of these women, maybe they're retired and they have money and they're bored and lonely and they want to give him money. Maybe some of them are charging up credit cards to do it. What's that one woman that always donates to him, Tiffany? There's that one woman that donates $50 at a time or $100. She used to donate through the super chats. And I'm like,
oh, is she the one that he yelled at and berated because she donated to someone else instead of him when he wasn't even streaming? I heard about that.
Yeah, there's I cannot remember what her name is, but
Kelly or Kim or
no, she has the Townsend lady, LL.
Yeah,
Townsend, yes. LL.
Yep. Yeah. I believe he yelled at her and berated her because she donated to somebody else. Like her money is just magically his money. I thought that was pretty shitty, actually.
That like, Townsend
that's none of his fucking business.
Right. That Townsend woman was donating 50s and hundreds to his super chat. And I'm sitting there and thinking to myself, why won't you just PayPal him the money and save the 30%? Every $100 that you put through a super chat, YouTube and Google get 30. But people like the super chat because it lights up and it looks all pretty and stuff, right? I get that. You're getting a bunch of ones in the chat. Ginger puts 100. Okay, we'll accept that. But yeah, Rachel,
yeah, she was modded on my channel for a while.
Yeah,
I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her. I really do, because she would put up with him. Like, who are you? Who are you to yell at somebody for donating to somebody else? Like, who do you think you are? Like that makes me mad. Like, who in the hell do you think you are to yell at her? So I feel for Rachel. I do.
Yeah, no, I look.
Really sad.
I'm not going to try.
Really sad.
Look, I got scrutinized for being a wallet watcher back in the days, and maybe they were kind of right about that back then. I'm not one that's going to sit here and wallet watch people, but I'm like, wow, the amount of money that woman was pumping into Jamie. I'm like, wow. I mean, wow.
And he yells at her for supporting somebody else. That's I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it. And if she still supports him, wow, man, I feel for her. I do.
I mean, even when people donate 99 cents here, I'm very grateful and thankful for it.
Sure.
Very grateful and thankful for it. And,
He's no bully. He's a
It
lolcow to a lot of us. We all laugh at him. We don't think Jamie's a bully. He wants to
yeah,
be a bully. That's why he restreams Eli, but I think Eli even knows what time it is now.
yeah.
American
No, we're
Dream.
American Dream. Maybe we can bring you back, brother, if you've sobered up a bit. I'm sorry. When Mike is a great, he's actually I like Mike, but he's been through a lot. He's been through a lot. He's been unhappily married. I've heard the whole story. Everyone has, right? And he's done some pretty crazy stuff on YouTube. Some of it's gotten him removed, but I mean, it's he used to be a part of it over here. He used to. I appreciate all your donations in the past, Mike, American Dream, Mike. We still have love for you, bro. And you know what? I'll get with Lauren if she knows your current channel, and we can bring you back, brother. That's fine.
Yeah, he's
Lauren,
working. He's working again. He's working again. He's moved. He's been swatted a few times over the last few weeks. So
oh wow.
But yeah. Things are looking up for Dream, I think. I'd like to think so. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm happy for him. I did legitimately support him and try to help him, and then these people, forced him to talk shit about me and make all these fake public service announcements that,
Oh, that's just
Coach
Dream. Eli, Dream. I have learned that about Dream. He's going to make content off of us, but it's all in good fun. He'll say that I texted him and sent him nudes, and it's you either love him or you hate him, and you have to accept him the way he comes. He makes silly content off of all of the people that he surrounds himself with. But he doesn't mean any harm. He really doesn't. That's why it sucks that people are actually calling his police department. Yeah.
Yeah, that does really suck. Screeching Banshee says, I super chat and all, but my donations go into my community to young pregnant girls. Help your community's people instead. And F this BS scammers. Right. You're right. Wow. Aussie Outlaw says, Townsend said some crazy stuff about Lycan calling him a leech and Dweller. It was on Jimmy's live stream. Yeah, I think we've pretty much buried this into the ground, Lauren. I mean, wow. I'm glad we got a chance to reconnect and talk tonight and connect with these great people here that have seen this happen for many years. And I think, look, Lauren, I know at times we may talk about some drama stuff and things will come up and we'll talk about it. But I think for the most part, all of us are ready to move on and create great content. I really appreciate what you did for RJ the other night, and you welcomed me on this panel. And we can talk more about that another time. I think maybe you, RJ, and I should do a show at some point. And I don't know if you're open to doing some stuff, like I said, on your channel anytime soon.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like I don't want to make it just about my channel. I want to spread the love. Because I want everyone to grow, including you, including RJ, including even Raleigh and Ginger and Tiffany and everyone else. We've got a great group of people here, and ODN and many others, right? Let's spread the love. So, Lauren, what are your final thoughts? Let's do final thoughts.
That people should, I think a lot of us are on YouTube. We all came to YouTube for a reason, and those reasons have obviously been derailed by the drama that we surround ourselves with. If people could maybe focus on the reason why they came to YouTube, it'd be a nicer place, and starve Lycan of any attention. That sounds pretty good. I think things would be better if we could focus back on why we actually came to YouTube.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Yeah, I appreciate you being here, Lauren. I'm going to mention a few things once you get off, not related to you or this, but I really appreciate you being here. Great conversation.
Sure.
We got, I mean, there's a lot more to talk about, but I mean, honestly, I think we buried it into the ground to the point of where I think people are just even tired of hearing about it. And I think, you know, it was a good idea to do this tonight, regardless, because the people needed this. They needed to hear this from someone else besides me that went through a similar thing, to hear a different perspective about the same thing. So I really thank you and appreciate you for that.
It might be from a different person, but the perspective is pretty much still the same, you know? It's just, you know, yeah. And we all, most of us that were around back then, we all did the I hate Eli stuff. I mean, we did. And it maybe it was just to get to know people. I'm not really sure because we really didn't talk other than that. But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like some of these people I don't really know personally. I just hung out with them at restreams. You know what I mean? So it's like I didn't get anything from it. Nothing. I got nothing from it. Some of the people I was friends with, but you know, I'm over it. I'm over it.
Okay. I respect that, Lauren. I really appreciate everything that you know, you've done lately, and I've always had respect for you. It's just, you know, when this was all happening, obviously, you know, we were all pitted against each other, but it's great to have you back. And here's to the future, Lauren.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, Lauren, thank you for being here. Say goodbye to everyone, Lauren.
Right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So that was Brutally Lauren. I'm going to wrap up this show, folks. Thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you to all the super chats and all that. I will make something very, very clear right now. Give me just a second here. Where is it? Okay, there it is. So, folks, I want to make it very clear that I'm going to be removing this stream here from this channel and moving it over to another backup channel that I started called Becoming a Better Man. And I don't know, I may change the name of that channel. It's a backup channel. It's not monetized for content that obviously, you know, I don't think will get taken down for one word that Lauren said that was in the right context, but I'm not going to risk it here on a monetized channel. So if you want, I'm gonna quickly re-upload it to another channel called Becoming a Better Man. The Becoming a Better Man channel is going to be shared in the chat. Let me see here. And the replay probably will not be available for a couple of hours. I'm going to upload it fast on my fiber line in the same high quality right after this show ends, but this stream will be removed. The super chats will stick, and it'll move over to Becoming a Better Man. Subscribe to that channel that I've shared in the link. And that's that. So thank you to everyone for being here. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.